We have a student here for this webinar. It's always good to have students. Okay, so we always believe that we teach for the future. We teach the future. Our knowledge is futuristic. It's not now being used in India. World over also, many of the techniques what we are incorporating is yet to be explored by many of the clinicians across the globe. And AOMPT has been a leader in developing the innovative approaches, improvising the existing techniques, combining multiple techniques into a single patient-centered clinical approaches, and exploring the pathomechanical basis of every technique so that we can make those techniques much better for clinical application. So in that mission of the AOMPT, we have been having series of online courses throughout the history of the lockdown and also the post-COVID, the new normal period. Synchronously with the certification courses, we also provided free webinars, which we are proud to boast that we are the only academy in the world that has provided 250 plus free webinars. This is today's webinar is 261. So an organization to provide 250 free webinars, it's not possible by a single person. You always know that. And we have our executive committee, especially our admin, Ritu ma'am, and also treasurer, Dr. Sharwani, who's here with us. Dr. Chaitanya and Dr. Krishna are the fellowship members and also the executive committee members. And the only non-member who is actually attending this webinar is a BPT student. And he has a very difficult history. He was inquiring about the IASTM and then he wanted to take the video. I said it is 1,000 rupees. Then he asked me whether it is only for IASTM or all the videos of the AOMPT. Okay. His first question was, can I get this lecture video? Okay, with the IASTM flyer. So I said, you asked for IASTM and I have answered. What makes you to ask? Is it all the videos? And then I said, I have taken 2,500 plus hours of lectures and practical webinars. You think everything will be there for 1,000 rupees? Huh? And then don't make fun. Okay. If you really want to take the video, take it. Do not waste time. So I said, you are disqualified. After that, he tried calling, texting. Nothing was working out. And then finally, he contacted in the other number, the main number. Then he said that apology. And then I said that, okay, you take that IASTM, then you will status, it will be reinstated because you asked for it, so you have to take it. Then he said, no, okay. Then immediately he made the fee payment. He took the lifetime access videos of the IASTM. And you know, the IASTM webinar, what we took, the previous pre-congress webinar was the longest webinar. The pre-lecture brainstorming, which was more of, I was giving my inputs, and the post-lecture brainstorming, which was the questions and the discussions, what ensues. And it was maximally, I expanded it mainly because Dr. Jayashri was attending. Because such a participant, without knowing anything, they attend the FACECon in Coimbatore. You can imagine that the 8 hours demonstration or practical session, 2-3 hours will go in clarifying one person. If they are slow or delayed to pick up, if they are listening to that content for the first time, many people, they face difficulties. Okay, so they might ask the theoretical background. So there are a lot of hurdles with direct workshops. I always tell, in an online one, there are people watching straight, but we give them the lifetime access videos, that a certification course, people can watch it any number of times. So that can actually make that motor learning best, neural plasticity with respect to the new approach or the technique. So you can learn the best. And the camera, the viewing, the description, a close-up angle, what I show, and then I perform. People might think online people cannot teach. Okay, no teacher can teach effectively online. Why they are thinking like that? They are not wrong. Their own college teachers have failed miserably in the lockdowns, the online classes, BPT. So no BPT student believes that online teaching will be anywhere being useful. And then it's a group psychology also with batchmates. Okay, they may be parallel texting in the WhatsApp and telling that, see, boring. Okay, and these people sitting on the Zoom in the screen and they'll be smiling. Okay, teacher where they will observe the student because the slide is shared. You cannot see the participants if you are using the phone for a presentation. If you are using laptop, you can see all the participants. Okay. Let me take a screenshot when all four of us are visible. Dr. Sharvani, Chaitanya, Ritu ma'am. What ma'am? There are people who close the eyes when the camera flash is coming. Dr. Chaitanya is closing the eye during screenshot also. Okay. So what we need to see here is this is an academy which envisions lifelong learning in both ways. Whatever you learn, you can watch it lifelong. And you learn, you make a foundation so that you become a better student. You become a better learner to upgrade yourself and keeping on learning. Your motivation will stay forever. This is what we are actually trying. But in a direct course, in a direct workshop, 10-15 minutes of technique demonstration, and then people will practice for half an hour. That half an hour might become 45 minutes. So in 1 hour, only one technique, 10 to 15 minutes with the procedure, the steps, and the performance. Like this, if you see 8 hours, 8 techniques, 15 techniques, maybe 20 techniques you can teach. But that same 20 techniques we teach in a 2 hours practical demonstration masterclass. That means on conditions. Because nobody takes workshops on osteoarthritis knee, practical workshop. But we took it in osteophysiocon. Because that is what clinically we see. We don't see manual therapy for the knee. We see manual therapy for patellofemoral pain syndrome or manual therapy for osteoarthritis knee. Then it comes to ligament injuries, tendinitis, bursitis, all that. So what is clinical, that has to be the focus. And when we see here, even for cupping, we had a cupping webinar, but that was a fully interactive one. Still, we have kept another cupping webinar because the theoretical foundation and the content, especially when Ritu ma'am is sharing, definitely people should not miss. Okay? She's not only a certified therapeutic cupping specialist, but also the triple fellowship, member of the AOMPT. And I have announced yesterday itself that in December 16, 17, during the AOMPT, the course which is happening at New Delhi, she'll be taking over as the president of the AOMPT. Okay. So it's not an ordinary thing because I am indebted to do this for the sake of knowledge. It's not for individuals or Ritu ma'am. Okay. Such a sincere learner deserves to be the president of such an academy. Okay. Where she overtook me long back as a learner. Okay. Nobody can match Ritu ma'am. Okay. If I have to tell in the local language of India, my eyes will fall. Okay? It's like nazar lag jayega. Okay. On Ritu ma'am's learning passion and spirit to support the academy. I will tell you, no human being can do that. Okay. Single people or 10 people, whatever. Okay. Nobody can do what she's doing. Okay. So the academy has to actually it has to surrender to her. Okay, so that much she has dedicated and she has done the work. Okay? So no better person deserves, because it's not served. I am close to somebody, so I make somebody. Okay, it is deserved. And when we see committee members itself, they are leaders in learning. And most importantly, the main leader of the academy should be the trend setting, lifelong learner and a leader. Okay, so that is the thing. So it's always a honor to have Ritu ma'am session, because we keep seeing these lecture sessions getting better and better. We feel that the best also can become bester. Okay, so that's something which she has amongst all her commitments, all her challenges and everything. She has always ensured that she maintained communication first thing, of course, because Dr. Sharoni is there. And then the next one, she maintained the regular participation and enrollment in all the courses. Okay, of course, Dr. Sharoni has done all the courses. So that's why she is my co-instructor at Coimbatore also. Okay, Dr. Sharoni is. And Ritu ma'am will be my co-instructor at Delhi for the arthromyoneuro manual therapy. So it's always a proud moment for the AOMPT. It's a honor for the academy. And definitely it will bring about a huge transformation in the global excellence. Okay, what is our mission and how we go ahead for 2023 onwards. Okay, right? So I will cut the recording here because this is a very important announcement which I did. So I will share it to everybody, and so that the academy, all the members, everyone will be aware of the upcoming president of the AOMP. Okay, Ritu Sani ma'am.